guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. Today is Saturday. We are on our way to Carowinds for Winterfest. I already know we're gonna be doing a lot of walking tonight. I was actually gonna go on another night, but tonight is gonna be the warmest night at 45. The other nights are gonna be like 20 something. I was like, no, I don't wanna walk around in the freezing cold because like we're not equipped for that. Like we don't have like scarves and hats and gloves and all that stuff. So I was like, no, we're gonna go tonight. So I do have a sponsor for this week's vlog, so let's go ahead and get into that. Real quick, I wanna interrupt where I was at in this vlog and say a huge thank you to Dossier for partnering with me on this portion of this week's vlog. You guys already know, I love Dossier. I love what they stand for. I love their values and how they give back to the community. But also on top of that, they have iconic scents, designer quality, no markups. So basically what Dossier is they have taken your favorite high-end perfumes and basically duped them. So they are inspired by your favorite designer perfumes because Dossier feels like everyone at every budget should be allowed to smell good and be able to smell good. So I'm going to show you the ones that I got this month. And I absolutely love Dossier because their mission is to deliver the highest quality luxury inspired fragrances at a fair price, giving you the freedom to explore new scents. They also have a try before you buy program, so if you don't love your new scent, you could always return your bottle, and it's simple. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay anything. It's amazing. So absolutely love that. This one right here is Ambery Saffron top notes. I'm gonna let y'all read the top, middle, and base. This is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. When I tell you this perfume is going to last, this perfume is going to last you days. I sprayed it, I got in the shower, I put on a very scented body gel, whatever, shower gel, put on lotion, put on another perfume, and I could still smell this coming through all of that I had just put on my arm. The next day, same thing, got in the shower, put my shower gel, very scented, put on my lotion, put on another perfume, and you could still smell this coming through. So if you are tired of the perfumes that last for like 5 seconds, you're definitely gonna wanna get this one. Again, Baccarat Rouge 540. This smells really good. The next one here is a Floral Musk, which is inspired by Lancome's Ideal Eau de Parfum. You can read the top, base, and middle notes. This one smells very florally, and I have smelled that before. You wouldn't even know. You would not even know the difference. I absolutely love that. So Floral Musk. Okay, so this one, I was mad because I really wanted to go on the cruise. So, you know, to kind of get something similar to the beachy scent, I got Aquatic Coconut. I was looking, I was like, do they still have tickets? Like, it's not too late, is it? They don't have a single ticket, which is the cruise I wanted to go on, but it's okay because you know what? It wasn't meant to be. I will go on another cruise next year. The top notes, middle note, base note. This is Maison. I don't even know. I'm not even going to try to inspire that. But Replica Beach Walk Eau de Toilette. And those are the base, middle, and top notes right there for you guys to read. This one smells so good. Aquatic Coconuts. Bergamot, musks, flower, coconut. I definitely like this one a lot. So that is what this one looks like. So I want to say a huge thank you to Dossier for partnering with me on this portion of this week's vlog. As always, everything is going to be linked down below in the description box. Don't forget to use coupon code MissGreenEyes5, which is going to save you 5% off your order. Definitely give Dossier a try if you have not already. And I know we're getting late into the season, so we might be done with gift giving ideas, but this is also really good if you're a late gifter. This is a great gift giving idea as well. So let's get back into this weekly vlog where we were at. I'm gonna leave this here and bring my phone, which y'all already know at Carowinds you really can't vlog a whole ton since there's so many people. We'll see if we get a little bit of footage, but we're gonna go enjoy ourselves. By the way, this is my outfit. The lighting is really crappy, but I just have this shirt from Invalid, these jeans from Target. They're the Ava and Vivland? Yeah. Ava and Viv brand, and then I have my Nikes because girl, we gonna be doing a lot, and I mean a lot of walking. I hate my hair right now. I was like, let's curl it, and then I brushed it out and it looks weird, but we're just gonna have to roll with it. If I could get this, I'm gonna need to like tweeze this. Let me go, y'all. I have to tease it. I'll see y'all at Carowinds. So we ended up not going to Carowinds because there was so much traffic out there that by the time we got there, we were trying to like catch shows and stuff like that too, not just because we have been to Winterfest before and like seen all the lights. So in order to have done that, we really needed to be there like about 5:30. So yeah, traffic was just way too bad. I'm like, what are we gonna expect from here on out when it comes to like, I mean, traffic was horrible, and it would have put us there at like at Carowinds, like the entrance of Carowinds at like around 6:15, and then by the time we got into Carowinds, waited in line to pay for parking, and then parked, and then, you know, wait in line to get in. It just would have been like 7:30, and I'm like, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, like 2 hours? Absolutely not. So that's like one of those things that you really kind of need to go a little bit earlier, especially if you're trying to catch their shows and you're not just going to be just walking around. But even still, for the amount of money that you pay, I wouldn't want to be there for just 2 hours. So we decided not to go today because traffic was horrific. So we're gonna go either sometime this week, hopefully on a weekday. It'll actually be less crowded, so you know, it won't be as bad. But yeah, I'm sweaty because I just came. We went to the gym. Well, I went to the gym. Ava went with me. And I walked on the treadmill within this because I was like, I don't feel like going back up, because I waited to do my workout because we were going to be walking around. You know, you walk around amusement parks and you're like, you get in them steps, girl. So I was like, I'm not doing any working out today. It's all going to be done tonight while we're walking around Carowinds and stuff. So then I was like, dang it, I still got to work out. And I usually do a workout outside, but girl, that wasn't happening today. Cause I mean, yeah, this is like a safe area and I feel safe, but you could be the safest of the safest area. I will not walk in the dark in a neighborhood alone by myself. Just not happening. So I was like, well, if I gotta go get a walk in, which I want to do, I guess I'll just go and walk on the treadmill in their gym. So boring as hell. I didn't have my headphones. Dressed like this. My hair looks horrific. I do not like the way that it looks. I use this, I'm giving this one more shot, y'all, but I don't like the way that it looks today, like at all. Like it just, I even fluffed this up and teased it and it just falls. So anyways, that was Saturday. I gotta go fold a bunch of laundry now, and then I'm gonna dance. And then I guess get ready for bed so we can go to church tomorrow in the morning. So I will see you guys. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I'll see you on Monday. Okay, so all of the laundry is done. I must have like pulled a muscle in my back when I was working out on the treadmill because I'm hurting. Anyways, I'm gonna be real vulnerable right now, okay? And who knows if this is even gonna make it in here. I know that there's someone out there that needs to hear the struggle, you know what I mean? So this past week, first of all, I could tell when I was editing last week's vlog, like, that more was bothering me. More was truly bothering me than I was allowing myself to admit to, because I could just tell by just my whole demeanor, the whole entire vlog. I was like, I'm so off in so many ways. And then Wednesday hit and I went to the doctor. Oh my gosh. The reason why I don't mess with the scale anymore is because if it reads something that I don't think it should or want it to say, I just say F it and I just go binge, and it's ridiculous. But basically I haven't binged in a really long time, and on Wednesday I binged, and on Thursday I binged, and on Friday I binged, and I cried and I cried. I can't even begin to describe how I was feeling Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Was it all just the scale? No. Feelings of the scale and confusion and this whole intuitive eating thing, like, obviously it's not working. I mean, in ways it is, if I wasn't trying to lose weight. But like, here's where I like start to ask my nutritionist, is like, not that I say strictly like straight to her, like, you don't know what it's like to be over 300 pounds. Like, you don't know what that's like. You don't know how, I don't know. All I know is that I came to the realization yesterday that if I don't get my emotions in check, it's not about the food. It's not about what I'm eating. It's not about the calorie counting or the measuring or any of that stuff. It all boils down to the emotions becoming so heavy that I cave and I give in. And I have to learn how to not give in, you know, to that heaviness when I'm feeling like crap and the depression really kicks in. And it's telling me, like, who cares? Nobody loves you. Oh my gosh. Do you know that, like, a subscriber had reached out to me? We've been talking on Instagram. And do you know that she told me that she started like crying when I met the fitness marshal? And she said the reason that she did was because she was just so happy that I was so happy. And I was so taken aback because I was like, wait, what? Like, you cried because I was happy. Like, it genuinely brought you joy to see me that happy. Like, it brought you to tears. And that really hit me. Like, that is the person, like, girl, her and I have been like talking back and forth, and I don't really know that I said anything. There was some stuff that I had said that I was like, this sounds corny, so I deleted it. But it's like, that right there is the kind of love that I've been missing, like, all these years. And I'm like, that's the kind of love, because that's how I love. It just made me really emotional, and I was just kind of like taken aback that she had said that. And girl, I know you're probably watching. Thank you for that comment. That it just made me feel like I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? And I'm reaching the right people. And yeah, so anyways, There's just been a lot of emotions coming up these past few days. And it could be coupled with like the new medication, and like my body is still adjusting. Like some days I feel like I'm okay, but other days I'm like, oh, yep, I feel it. And I kind of like just push through, but whew, I'm gonna give this new medication, like, I think you have to give it like 4 to 6 weeks. You have to give it like 4 to 6 weeks, and it's coming up, I believe, on 4 weeks. So if I'm still feeling this way after 6 weeks, then we gotta do something else. But anyways, that scale, really, I was really taken aback. Like, I'm not even kidding, and it really hit me hard. And here's the thing, I've explained to my therapist, and even when I was going to OA, was talking about like how food, just like when I binge, it changes the chemistry of my brain. I describe it like someone who's drunk and like has gotten them to the point, themselves to the point of like being so drunk that they can't even get up off the couch. That's how I feel after I've consumed that much food. And I will still continue, even though I feel like crap. Because in those moments that I'm eating, it's like it's the only thing I have. But I have to figure out. And there are some things that I told myself, you know, that I have to do. No matter what's going on in my life, I have to do these certain things. I also had to cancel. I was supposed to go meet up with my subscriber friend on Thursday, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I was feeling so dizzy and lightheaded, and I had a meeting to go to, so I went to that Thursday, and then I was just like, girl, I can't. Like, I hated to do it because, you know, like, I need to get out there and I need to keep making these connections, but I could not put myself like in the car, no. So this past week has been really, really, really hard for me. And there's a lot of feelings that have been coming up, unfortunately. Come back in here. But yeah, there has been like a lot of feelings that have been resurfacing, and I probably need to talk. No, I don't probably. I need to talk to my therapist about it for sure. And I don't know. I guess I just wanted to be honest and open with you guys. This was something I wasn't going to talk about, but for the past, I can't just have YouTube because financially, like, it's too much. For a really long time, it has been pick and choose what I have to do. And I can no longer be isolated like this. Like, it is literally killing me. It's literally destroying me. It's literally just not good for my mental health at all. So for the past, in September was talking about going and getting a job, like being like, I just can't do this anymore. Like, I have to go get something else. And I just can't keep living paycheck to paycheck. And what it is like, yes, I make really good money here on YouTube, but like, shit is so expensive that I have to go. It's one of those things where that full-time job is going to be basically like my part-time income. So it'll almost be like, you know, the benefits of me going and getting a job outside of the home is obviously being around people, getting back out in the workforce. But on top of that, it's so I can freaking have some spending money, you know, like I can pay off some credit cards and I could like travel and all of this stuff. So I don't know. There's just a lot that's been weighing down, and that's been kind of getting me down too, because I went to an interview on Thursday morning. This man wanted to pay me $16 an hour. And I didn't say to him, but I'm going to say to y'all, how would I survive off of $16 an hour? And do you know what this position consisted of? payroll, accounts receivable, accounts payable, answering phones, like all of this stuff. And I'm like, I can go to Target and make $15 an hour. And you want to pay me 16? Not only that, but it was like a 20+ minute drive. So I was just like, I'm sorry. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then someone else, we were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the money was good, but it was like, you have to be available. You have to work a 45-hour work week every single week. And then on top of that, you also have to be super flexible and available. So like if we need you to come in early, you have to come in early. If we need you to stay late, you have to stay late. And I'm like, no. Can I be flexible in the aspect of if I need to come in early, need to stay late? Yeah, that's fine. But if I were to work a 45-hour a week job on top of, how many times are you going to need me throughout the week to come in early, stay late? On top of those required 45 hours. So let's just say that ends up being an extra, let's just say 4 hours where they need me to come in and stay late and all that stuff. That's 49 hours on top of being a single mom, on top of like driving them here and there, on top of keeping up with my YouTube. Absolutely not. So I'm just looking for like a 40-hour a week office job where I can go, get up, have a really structured, I am craving structure, like hardcore, have to get up, have to go do this, have to get up, have to get cute, have to go to an office, have to be around people all day, go home, do my YouTube stuff. YouTube will be my part-time job then. But even though it'll be my full-time income, because what these people are paying, girl, it's insane. Like I really do make good money on YouTube. Like if I had a husband, there would be no problems at all as far as like financially, you know, if someone was paying what he was supposed to be paying every month, I would be okay, but he's not. So, you know, it's just like, and even still, it wouldn't even give me, even if he was paying, which he should be paying, but even if he was paying, it wouldn't give me what I'm wanting, which is building up a savings, paying off my credit cards, being able to travel. Like I want to go and take the kids up to Canada and Buffalo. They've never been to Buffalo. I haven't been to Buffalo since my grandma passed away, I think 15, 16 years ago. I want to go to Toronto. I want to go to Canada. I want to take them to Niagara Falls. Like I want to do that this summer. My son is about to be 18 years old. Oh my gosh. In like less than 3 months, y'all. Less than 3 months, I'm going to have an 18-year-old. So it's just like, there's like all of these things I want to do and I'm just not able to do them. And I'm so freaking depressed. And I know it's because I am so incredibly isolated, and now that the kids don't need me as much as they used to, it's just like, I'm not needed. So it's a lot. I mean, I work really, really, really hard on this channel, but it's no secret that I've talked about it. It hasn't really been growing, and constantly looking at views and comparing. Again, if I don't compare and I just look at the fact of like what I make, if I had help, I would be absolutely fine. But the reality of my situation is that I'm doing this 100% on my own. And at this point, like I want more out of life than what I've been doing the past however many years of like basically like barely surviving. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to update you guys because things have been really, 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 really difficult. Anyways, I will see you guys sometime this week.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love.
Hey, happy Monday. I'm not feeling great. I don't want to talk about it, but we're gonna get back in the right mind frame, back in the right mindset. I'm about to prep some fruits and veggies, and I'm going to nourish my body this week. Anyways, Ava's not feeling good today, so y'all saw me making this soup. That Rao's, however you pronounce that pasta sauce, I have heard everybody and their mother talk about how it's like the best pasta sauce on the market, right? It's expensive as hell. Like that 32 ounce was like $8.50 or almost $9 at Walmart, which we all know is pretty much the cheapest. It's good though. It is so good. And the combination of the Italian sausage with the ground beef, y'all know I do, maybe you don't know, I'll tell you, I do chicken, Italian sausage from Publix, and then lean ground beef. That is gonna be the best. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm so excited. But anyways, I have mushrooms, onions, bell peppers, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the mushrooms and onions cut up and put them on top of the stove and saute them up. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have one bell pepper that it's kind of wrinkly. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in with the peppers. I'm gonna go ahead and put that one in with the onion and mushroom mixture. And then what I'm gonna do is prep my mini bell peppers. Cause I cannot keep doing this to myself. Like, I have not been in a good mental space. I wish I was in the headspace to like show all of this. I will show it done, but I don't feel like moving the camera. It is such a hassle when you're cooking and chopping and all that kind of stuff to move it and get lighting and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just not there today. I haven't been there for a minute, but I will get back to me. This has been the toughest. This year was going so good. It was going so good. And then it just took like a nosedive. It was like, going good, nope, nosedive. So yeah, we're gonna get better though. We always do. So it is the first time this has happened. So I'm gonna do that. But I had to come tell you that lasagna soup, it's only like in the broth process, letting that kind of like do its thing, but it's gonna be so good. I wanna be honest, the end of the year can be really hard for me because, you know, you start seeing all of, you know, you get on social media and you see people's successes and then you start comparing and you're like, and then you look at the goals that you had for the year and you're like, didn't accomplish that or that or that. And then you start questioning like, well, what did I accomplish? So I really like how people are posting, and I even posted this like in my story on Instagram. If all you, like you're about to start seeing everyone's year in review, and if all you did this year was survive, pat yourself on the back. It's something along those lines. It's paraphrased. And while, like I said, I had a really great start to the year. Like, I was on a cruise, y'all. I was literally, and I'm not gonna lie, that really has me in my feelings too. I really wanted to make that a tradition for us. And every time I think about it, I just get really sad and upset. Like, I'm so grateful and so thankful that we were able to do the cruises that we did this year. But I was really hoping, I guess what I should have done was waited. Instead of doing the cruise in, what year was that? What month was that? Whatever month it was that we went on the cruise, in the summer. I should have not did it then, and I should have booked it for December. I learned a lot of lessons. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about what I'm not willing to put up with and what I am willing to put up with. I am learning how to set boundaries and not feel guilty about said boundaries when people can't deal with boundaries. I learned a lot about myself. So I've also done a lot more healing this year and a lot of self-love stuff, which has been good for me. I started out the very beginning of the year on a beach in the Bahamas, my very first time in the Bahamas. Ugh. I have been so emotional. Y'all have to forgive me. These are like happy tears because I'm proud of myself. As a single mom that was able to do that all by herself with no help from anyone, that was big. That was a really huge accomplishment for me. And not only to do it once, but to do it twice, that was huge. So with that, I was, took my kids. That was the first time I had been, and of course they had been. New Year's Eve was the best New Year's Eve I've probably ever had, like ever. Definitely the most memorable one. And then the next day we woke up in the Bahamas. I spent the first day of the year on a beach in freaking paradise. My gosh, that was beautiful. And the weather was just so perfect. Oh, it was so beautiful. So yeah, started really great. I mean, I met the fitness marshal this year, and that was really awesome. I met Haley and Allison. That was a huge highlight. I saw Jodeci this year. That was a huge highlight, of course. So I'm trying to focus on the good things instead of, like the things those are the things I wasn't even planning, except for the cruise. Like, obviously, like I had planned that cruise and I knew that cruise was happening. But as far as like anything else of my goals, there were a lot of goals that I did not accomplish, and you can kind of get stuck in this mentality of feeling like a failure. For instance, with my weight loss, I have said how many years now, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna lose weight. And every single year, the end of the year comes, and have I lost weight since my highest weight? Yes. I still, thank God, have never gotten back to that. I think I was that last year? My highest at 331, I think it was. So that's huge. I've accomplished two or three rounds of 75. I did a 75 hardish, and then I did 1 or 2 rounds of 75 soft. And then I'm on another round right now, and I'm on day like 30. I don't know what day it is, like 32, 33, something like that. So I'm doing another 75 soft, and I'm doing one through the holidays. I was doing a 75 soft during the cruise, and the one that I did, the cruise that I went on in the summer, I ended 75, I'm gonna cry again. This is why it's important to like not compare yourself to other people. And even when it comes to like the goals that you have, instead of focusing on, well, this didn't happen, this didn't happen, this didn't happen. Like, as I'm just sitting here like listing off things, and I'm just talking to you guys as I cut up my romaine lettuce, it's like, it's almost like I didn't even realize I did all of this stuff. But in Nassau, finished my last day 75 of a 75 soft challenge. I finished it in Nassau, again in paradise, and I swam with a dolphin that day, or got in the water with a dolphin and got to hug it and kiss it, and that was an amazing experience that I would love to do again. But yeah, like I really have accomplished a lot this year, and I have really done a lot of healing, and I need to be very proud of myself instead of being super hard on myself. So I want to encourage you, if you are kind of in that boat where I have been the past couple of weeks looking at my goals, what I wanted to accomplish this year, and you're doing the same, and you're like, well, this didn't happen, why do I even bother? Think about all the things that you did. And again, if all you could do was survive, because trust me, there have been a lot of years where I felt like all I could do was survive, then that is really good too. And that's a huge accomplishment as well. So try not to be too hard on yourself. I am made of power, strength, and resilience. Say that to yourself. I am made of power, strength, and resilience. I also met with my nutritionist this morning, and I was crying like pretty much the whole session, like still absolutely devastated about my weight gain. She told me that we're gonna do more structure and is sending me a pamphlet to kind of go back to doing some measuring and a little bit of like pick 3 of these, pick 2 of these, pick 1 of these, so I can learn how to balance my plate a little bit more. Okay, so here's our sauce. Y'all know I like to cook my soups as long as I possibly can. So this has been simmering for hours, like hours upon hours. So you go ahead and take 3/4 of a box of lasagna noodles, and you just kind of break them up. You want to get it like kind of boiling again.
Falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. Eyes blue like the ocean. I can see you want this.
Once it gets to boiling, you're going to turn it down to a simmer and let that simmer for like 15-20 minutes until your pasta has cooked. And then I will show you the next steps as to what you're gonna add into this. Okay, so our noodles are cooked. Now, the recipe called for a full-on 16-ounce container of heavy cream. That's a little too much for me, so I'm just gonna do half of it, which is 1 cup. I'm gonna do 1 cup of heavy cream, and then I'm also gonna do 1 cup of half and half. So we still have the, I guess, same amount of cream in there. It's just lighten it up just a little bit. And then we also want to add in some basil. Fresh would be better, but I don't have fresh basil. So this is our lasagna soup. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in bowls for us. I'm gonna make a salad, and I'm gonna put in a bunch of my veggies that I have. So that's gonna be kind of my base. And then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna put on top. Only I'm doing the topping because the kids really don't like the ricotta cheese and stuff. They're just gonna do parm, but I will show you and let you know what it tastes like or how it tastes. Okay, so the top, I'm just gonna add some part skim ricotta. Like so. And I'm also gonna add some Parmesan cheese on top. And if you have fresh basil, also add that as well. I was telling the kids because the way that the pasta, or the way that the soup looked just kind of was like really turning me off. It's like, I don't know about this. So I've made lasagna soup like plenty of times before, and I think I usually do the Skinny Taste recipe. And obviously that one's probably gonna be like higher. The one that I just made is gonna be like higher in like everything. Because of the heavy cream and stuff, but let me tell you something. Oh, also that that pasta sauce has, it said like 100 calories per half a cup, so it definitely had more calories in it, which is why it was so good. But as I was sitting down, I was like, I probably won't make this one again because of the fact that, you know, like I just don't think it's gonna be as good as the one that I made. I sit down to go take a spoon. When I tell you, I was like, I think me and Contrell both at the same time, we're kind of like, oh no, like that was absolutely incredible. So don't be turned off like I was at how the pasta sauce looked and how it was like all the oil was kind of like built up. Like it just didn't look pretty, okay? It doesn't look pretty, but that taste is absolutely phenomenal. And that recipe is Like 2 thumbs up, absolutely delicious. The only change that I would make the next time that I make it is I will not do lasagna noodles. I will do like maybe a rotini. I would do a different type of noodle that's smaller so it's not so big. I didn't love the bigness of the noodles. So that would be the only difference that I would make. So it was absolutely delicious. That I highly recommend that you guys give it a try. Hey, it's Tuesday. Am I zoomed in? It literally feels like Wednesday. I don't know why. I'm meal prepping. Those are gonna need like an extra 5 minutes. So I did this meal prep before. It's breakfast. I'll do it when I have more energy and when I can be on camera more excitedly. At this point, feeling this depressed every day is getting really effing old. Like, look, this, I can't tell you the last time this has been my room. And I kind of like, I had the energy to like neaten it up this morning by like putting them all on top of each other. But that was it. I have not made my bed. It is just, I don't know, y'all. I talked to my therapist. I was telling my therapist today, I was reminded ever since, I have not been the same ever since September. Ever since that person said what he said and put me into whatever the heck, my trauma response or whatever is going on, I have not felt like myself since that day. That's why I'm telling y'all, choose your words wisely. Choose, be kind when you speak to people. Be careful with the jokes that you tell. But seriously, I haven't been the same since September. The end of September, I have not been the same. I was triggered. I was set back into like flashback. And it's like I was telling my therapist, one thing I will say with my therapy session today was she talked about, like, I literally, ever since last Wednesday when I got on that scale and went to the doctor, I kid you not, I was not able to tell the story of how I felt and how that moment getting on the scale made me feel. And so I had talked to her today and expressed to her how I felt, why I felt, the things that I felt. And she kind of reminded me, you know, like I've been through these episodes before where I have had, I guess, flashbacks, and it has put me in a really bad space mentally, and I feel exactly how I felt. But every time, no matter what it is I'm doing, I always gain weight. And she's like, I'm willing to bet that that's what's going on. And she was like, please trust the process. Please trust me. And please trust your nutritionist, because we only want what's best for you. And you are coming to us for help with fixing your relationship with food. That's why every time I talk about weight loss, they want to switch it up and not have me talk so much and focus so much on weight loss, because this is not about weight loss. And one of you guys reminded me of that too, so thank you for that. One of you sent me a DM on Instagram, and that's actually how her and I had the conversation, because I was like, a subscriber had, you know, DM'd me and said, you know, remember why this is why your nutritionist doesn't, hold on girl. As I was saying, the reason why my nutritionist doesn't like to talk about weight loss is because like she's helping me fix my relationship with food. And that's not what this is about. It's like not about weight loss. It's about the disordered eating. So, and I told my therapist, I said, guess what I've been doing ever since Wednesday? Every single day I have eaten like complete trash. I have binged. I just, so not upset with myself, but I really have to learn from this. And, you know, it is a learning process. But one of you had told me to trust the process, and I was telling her that, and she said, yes, you need to trust us and you need to trust yourself because you've got this and you'll get through this. So, not saying that the whole traumatic flashback experience that I experienced back in September is a reason, but I will say I have not lost weight. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I hate to come on here and be such a... But this is my reality right now. And I'm just, at this moment, surviving. And that's it. I'm trying my best to get through it. I wish that there's like not even an ounce of excitement right now. Like, and it sucks. Ava's still not feeling good. I was actually looking. I've been looking at the traffic every day at 4. And I'm like, even at 3:30, I'm like, I don't know, because I hate traffic. I hate traffic. So we may just be going to Carowinds either this Saturday. Do we have plans this Saturday? No, we don't. So we might be going this Saturday, or we may just have to go next week after, what's it called? After Christmas. I will get through this. I will get out of this. But as I was saying, like, that's why you really have to, like, watch your jokes. Because not everyone is going to find it. And what's so crazy to me is, like, how do you joke about something knowing that someone has been through something similar? Like, I just don't get it. I will never understand how someone would even think that that's funny or okay. But anyways, I'm going to do some journaling or something before dinner. And, yeah.
Making our Christmas memories.